2 seasons ago. This guy's completely unplayable at the minute. Another hat-trick for Youssef Chimiti. FC Northland in Dreamland here.
People keep asking if I'm back, and I haven't really had an answer. But now, yeah, I'm thinking I'm back.
Well, this was a really important transfer for the club. We've smashed our record. Welcome him home. Hello and welcome to Season 4 of Right to Dream FC Transfer Special. In this episode, I'm going to be going through the transfer dealings that we have done so far this season, a catch-up on where we are in the league, and kind of a breakdown of where our signings fit into the team, if they're a first teamer, a squad player, or one for the future. A little bit different this time, but hit that intro and I'll see you on the other side. No, the thumbnail wasn't clickbait. We've spent over 50 million in this transfer window. As you can see as well, from Chimiti signing with us, a very exciting kind of episode just to run through the players that we've got. First of all, the outs. Amane left us for 1.6 million to AGF. Antman we sold for 4.5 million. He went to the Saudi Arabia League. Very good fees that have been brought in. We've also raised 12 million so far this season. Are there any big players to go? Ibrahim Sissoko. A little sad. He wanted to play more football. Apparently we promised him that he would. We didn't do it. He wanted to leave Sturm Graz. They put a bid in of 9.5 million up front with 12 million in equating to 12 million over instalments. It was a bit sad to see Sissoko go. He did a very good job last season. 13 goals in 27 games in the league. 7.17 rating. He's not really hitting the ground running at Sturm Graz, but it's a shame that we did lose him. But you have to make money somehow and you have to kind of keep improving the team. Another player to leave us, Sekou Koita. 1.6 million to Midtjylland. Another sad signing. We brought him in for nothing and we've sold him on for a good profit, a bit like Sori Kaba earlier on in the transfer window last season. Zakor left us, went to Blackburn for 725,000. Andreas Hansen finally left us. Say finally, Phil Harsh is a good backup to Salah. 925,000 from Spezia. Souleymane Bassey, however, has left us to go to Belgium. I had high hopes for Souleymane Bassey. It just didn't develop. And bringing in Ariembi, same sort of age. And if we kind of compare the two as well, there's just no difference there, is there? There's no difference. Other than attacking on Bassey's behalf, Ariembi is the better all-around defender. Yeah, it'd be no loss, but we wish him well. Where else to start off but the main man himself, Youssef Chimiti. So happy we got this guy in, and it was for a lot of money as well. We ended up spending 35 million on Chimiti. Now, the first season we had him, he scored 12 goals in 15 in the league. Second season, 19 in 27. He's already got 9 in 8 so far this season. We have played a few games in the league. But Youssef Chimiti, what a player. Him and Omega are going to absolutely tear up this league and the Champions League, hopefully. 52 to 61 million pounds valuation, 65 grand a week, easily our top earner. I'm expecting a lot from Chimiti, and I know he's going to deliver. Another key signing we've made in this window, Bright Array MB. German nationality with a secondary nationality of Cameroon. We needed a left back to come in. Amadou Dante, he's been a good servant for us, but I felt like we was missing something a bit more solid. Bright Ariembi, I really hope he fits the bill for us. Very strong at left back, also can cover as a centre-back if required. We've spent 4.5 million on Ariembi, 18,000 a week, roughly the same as Dante, but very happy with his signing, and he's had a strong start to our season as well. Now, we all know the kind of love-hate relationship that I have with Salah. He has fantastic games, he has poor games, and because of that, the inconsistency, I've spent, I think it's close to 2 million on Olivier Dauvin. 2 million we have spent. I don't know why it's showing last season that we bought him, but 2 million we spent on Olivier Dauvin. English, but secondary nationality of Nigerian and Swedish. Good player to come in. He's going to kind of compete with Salah. Between the two of them, they will be our first choice goalkeepers this season. 8,000 and the squad status of the backup. Couldn't kind of sniff too much at it. And he's actually kind of rated as our better... I'm in the way. Let me move my big head out of the way there. Rated as kind of our better goalie here. Leading Superliga player. Could improve significantly as well with another extra half a star. Now, the extra half a star is going to be a little bit tasty. Enjoys big matches, consistent performer, very happy with Dauvin. Welcome to the club. So those are the players that we have spent physical money on. Say physical, we've actually spent money on these players. We brought a fair few in as well on a free transfer. Let me go through those now. First of all, we'll start with Hannibal. We had him on loan last season. We kind of confirmed the transfer in January as well last season. He's going to come in as a good squad player for us. 18,000 a week, 2.8 to 4.4 million. To be honest, 22 years old. He's Tunisian. He fits our ethos. We know him from last season. He's had a good start again to the season with us. Very, very happy with Hannibal. And he's not the only player that we brought in from Manchester United. Yes, we managed to get Ahmed Diallo to sign on the dotted line. He signed a full-term deal with us. 3-year contract, 37,000 a week. It's a fair bit of money. However, he had a good spell with us last season. 3 goals, 2 assists in 11 in the league, 7.15 rating. Fits our ethos again. Ivorian can play all across the front line, even as a striker. I mean, if he's playing as a striker, something's terribly gone wrong with our club. But very happy with Ahmed Diallo. Him and Hannibal are going to be very good players for us going forward. Another free transfer signing is Amadou Diawara. We signed him again on a pre-contract in January, 20,000 a week. He's just going to be a backup around Kana and Christensen. With the assault that we're going to be taking on the Champions League as well as the league, I need to kind of have 2 first 11s, I should say, with a mixture of youth and experience, and I think Amadou Diawara is going to be a fantastic signing for us. Can come in and compete, as I said, with Kana and Christensen. With the coach report, leading Superliga player, again, consistent performer, very happy, and what else can you want from a squad player as well? Apparently he's our second highest rating defensive midfielder, but I still like Kana. Kana's going to stay. And to join Amadou Diawara, Lucien Agume, probably butchered that. I'll probably butcher everything, who knows. We're signing from Inter Milan on a free transfer, 19,000 a week as a squad player. It's a lot of wages that have been kind of set aside for Lucien, but hopefully he can perform when required. Again, 4 strong CDMs we have now. We can rotate our teams. Very happy. 4.1 to 6.2 million. And I think kind of his best position, it is a CDM. Another leading Superliga player, consistent performer, enjoys big games. I'm enjoying him performing for us and maybe improving slightly over the course as well. Now, Japhet Tanganga is a very interesting signing. He was released from Tottenham at the end of the season. Again, we brought him in on a free. A lot of these players have come in as a free transfer, which kind of explains the exaggerated wages that they require. 21,500. Gave him a 2-year deal. He's valued at 9 to 11 million. Again, he's going to be competing as a rotated player, because obviously we've got Buchmann, Nagalo, and Gomez as our three CDMs, three centre defensive midfielders. Said it again, three centre backs. Javit Tangangaz come in as a rating as our third best one, along with RMB. Where's Nagalo? Who knows? Nagalo's going nowhere. Another leading Superliga player, consistent performer. Very happy that he's going to be coming in as a backup and as a rotated player. As I said, there's the Champions League and all the other cups that we are going to be hoping to win this season. Champions League win, let's dream. Let's have the right to dream. Now, Chimiti's not going to be happy. We have signed another Youssef. This is Youssef N. Naziri. Again, if I butchered it, let me know down below. 28 years old, Moroccan. He was released from, again, I think it's Villarreal, Sevilla. He is one of the Spanish teams. Released from Sevilla. 23,500. We had to promise him as a star player. That's because we had to allow the wage budget to be kind of extended to bring Youssef in. 13 to 15 million. Again, he's a fantastic player. 16 off the ball, 17 jump and reach, 16 acceleration. 13 finishing isn't the best, but good anticipation, good bravery, good work rate, all around a good player, a good rotated striker that we're going to be having. He is also a leading Superliga player. There's a theme here, we're going for leading players. Again, consistent performer, enjoys the big matches, Champions League, here and Nasiri comes. Rated as our fifth top goal scorer, fifth striker, behind Omega, Adel and Chimiti. Very happy to bring in Youssef En Nasiri here. Hopefully he's going to bag a load of goals. And one last player to kind of round off the squad players. We've signed Duck. Yep, his name's Duck. Cape Verdean. I think he's on loan from Aberdeen or signed for Aberdeen. He was at Aberdeen. I mean, he's had a good goal scoring record, to be fair. I know it's in the Scottish Championship, but in total, what's that, 33, 59 goals in 3 seasons in the league. Very happy to get someone of his experience. Again, a squad player. I don't expect him to play a lot, but cup games, lower end league games as well. Duck can come in and just take the pressure off our other strikers as well. Now, the next set of players, these are future stars that I think are going to at least be a good squad player for us, looking at potential 3 to 4 seasons for them to develop, but let's get into them and I'll show you what we've done. Now, we have cast our net far and wide in terms of young talent that are hopefully going to be future stars. Let me go through a couple of them first of all for you. I won't go through all of them. Not all of them are going to make it, but these are the ones that I think are going to make it. Bradji Yabua, very happy with him. 18-year-old Ivorian. He hasn't got a work permit, but a 6 to 7 million valuation on him. £725 a week. Very happy with that. 3-year deal. Lovely stuff. He's only 18. He's going to be a player to sit around the squad and learn from the veterans there. Already a good Superliga player. Could improve to a 4, potentially 5-star. And on the opposite flank, as a young potential future star, Nicholas Okot. Does he have the right to dream? I think he does. 18-year-old Ugandan, valued at 4.6 to 7 million, 18 determination, 17 teamwork. He's improving since he has joined us as well. Attacking midfield left, him and maybe Diamande can teach him the ropes, but very happy with him. Coach report, potential 4 to 5-star player. Let's see if he can do it. Let's see if we can develop him. But can we see a future with a Cot on the left and Yabua on the right? I think we can. Another youngster of interest, Abbas Nasib Baluna. Probably butchered it. Who knows? Very, very interesting one this is. We did sign him from Simba in Tanzania. I've never had a Tanzanian play for me before on Football Manager, but Abbas Nasib Baluna could buck the trend with that. A centre defenseman, no, I keep saying that, a centre back as well as a right back. Some interesting stats. He's got a lot of low figures as 6s and 7s. but 13 tackling, 20 determination, 16 teamwork, 16 jumping reach, 17 balance, good physicals, mentals, could do a lot of improvement. For 38,000 that we spent, we could get a lot of profit off this guy. Or he could become homegrown at club and a very good squad player. Now, Chinedu Adelaide is a player that we've had on our shortlist for a while now. Because of his age, he wasn't interested in joining, which I think a lot of young players now on Football Manager, they're very reluctant to join if they are still potentially like under 19. However, Chinedu Adelaide, 250,000 spent, bought him from Shooting Stars in Nigeria. Interesting to see if he can make the middle of the park his own. Valued in at 6.2 to 7.4 million. Again, 16 decisions, 16 technique, 17 work rate. Physicals, they're fine. He's not very strong, he's not very tall, but good mentals to start off with. He's only 18. Obviously, we can improve his technicals, get him some match time. We might actually have a player in our hands here. Young JJ Okocha, maybe? Let's hope. Now, we've bought all these strikers, first teamers. What about a young future star? I think we found him in Islam Zaza. That rhymed, and that was perfect. We're going to keep that in. 17 finishing for Islam Zaza, 16 determination, 16 flair, 17 acceleration, 15 pace. His guy looks very, very good. Good leadership as well at 15. He's only 18 years old, this guy. 5'11". I think we spent $500,000 on Islam Zaza. Yeah, he's not setting the world on fire just yet, but I think just being around the team, it's valued at 1.1 to 2 million. A lot of teams wanted to take him in on loan, but I think the way we're going to have to go with this game save as well, Europe is going to be a massive issue for us unless our academy produce top quality players. But if we can get them in at 18, get them 3 years under their belt, and then get homegrown at club, I'll be very happy with that. Islam Zaza, set the world on fire, lad. Now, our last future star signing is Umaro Kande, a centre-back and a right-back. Naturally, I think he's going to be a right-back for us, if he gets any game time at all. Portuguese primary nationality, but Bissau-Guinean as a secondary nationality there. I mean, 16 aggression, 17 balance. He's going to be good in a fight. You won't be able to push him over. Don't know where I was going with that analogy there. Rating of 4, potentially 5-star, consistent performer, good in the air. Would be I'm going to say like a leading right back for the club. If Wisma May hangs up his boots and leaves us, we've got Umaro Kande to hopefully develop and bring in and give some good game time to. Now, I've got a big confession to make. I was umming and ahhing about this, but I just had to do it. I've bought 2 players and they haven't got African nationality at all. And I'll tell you why I bought them as well. The first one is Yohei Watanabe. This guy was going for 1.5 million. He looks phenomenal. I bought him to sell on for a profit, even though I do have an affiliation with Japanese players in general. But 16 finishing, 16 bravery, 17 technique, 16 work rate. You're not going to see him play any of the games, but valued in at 5 to 7 million. Already made him unhappy. He's a leading player, apparently our 3rd choice striker. Tried to get him out on loan, but Yohei Watanabe, welcome to the club, but you'll never see him. And also, you're not going to see his friend Miki Kuroda. He wanted a companion, a compatriot to come in and join Watanabe. So we saw Kuroda as well. We spent 1.3 million on Kuroda. CDM, not going to go through stats. He looks good, he does look good. We're going to sell him on as well. But I think with Watanabe, the price was just there, and I couldn't risk someone like PSG or Bayern just snapping him up and letting him rot. So we're going to let him rot in our club instead. That's it for the future stars. Let me show you how our team's going to line up for this season and also give you a rundown on the league. Now, as I mentioned before, I want 2 first team 11s. technically they both can't be first team 11s, so a first team and a second team 11. This is our first team, the team I deem to be the strongest of our 11 players that we have available. Dovin in goal, not going to go through it. Wisdom May, fantastic right back for us. He had a fantastic season last season as well. He wanted to leave. Man United put a poor offer in. We managed to hold on to him in the transfer window and even signed a 4-year deal afterwards as well. Thank you, May. Thank you for that. Gomez and Buckman both as our starting centre-backs as well. Very happy with James Gomez. I mean, he hasn't scored as many last season. He got 5 as a centre-back, 8 in total. But 11 2 seasons ago by James Gomez. I think it's because we moved Omega onto the corners. But very happy. First choice centre-back along with Buckman. He's done fantastic. He had a very good season with us last season as well. 7.19 total. I mean, very, very impressive. And Ariembi on the left. Him and Buckman, they have a connection from playing in the Bayern Munich second team. Hopefully, you know, it's a partnership to flourish for many seasons to come. Christensen is our starting anchor next to Marco Canna. Very happy with Canna. The values are quite disturbingly low in the Danish league, but Canna, fantastic season last season. Again, 7.14 rating in the league. Played 48 games in total. He was an ever-present in the roaming playmaker defensive midfielder position. Diallo, new signing, comes straight in as our inside forward on the right. Obviously Diamande, our first choice inside forward on the left. I think I have moved him though to be a winger, to be a little bit more natural, especially with having the 2 target men up front. Omega, fantastic season. He's even got a cap for the Netherlands, I should say, not Holland. He's got a cap for the Netherlands. Do I sell him because now he can't play for an African team? I don't know. I don't think so. Last season, 20 goals in 28 in the league, 5 assists, 7.54 rating, lovely stuff, 28 in 46 games. And what else can I say? Chimiti, I've already waxed lyrical about him today. What a player. Love him. Very excited to have Chimiti and Omega as our first choice strike partnership this season. So our second 11 is Salah in goal. He's still developing. He's only 21. Maybe having Dovin as competition will spur him on to become a better player. But a lot of game time for Salah this season. He's at Kabul, again, right wing back. He's fantastic. Very good player. Especially when we sold Viladson last season. Kabul has been a very good understudy to Wisdom May. Nagala, again, the valuation is really weird, but Nagalo, fantastic centre-back, can cover at right back if required. Tanganga, as our second 11 centre-back pairing, very happy with him. Obviously, English nationality, but Dominican Republic of Congo as a secondary nationality there. He's not actually made an international appearance for England. Maybe that'll change. Maybe Dominican Republic of Congo will call him up. Very excited if that does happen. Amadou Dante, first choice left back last season. He's our second choice this season, but a very strong player. And heaven forbid if there's ever any injuries, quite easily could step back into the first team picture. So 2 new centre defence midfielders, Diawara and Agume. Probably butchering his name. Sorry, Lucian. We'll go with Lucian. I can pronounce that properly. On the right-hand side, Yankuba Minta. He's got a face now. I'll put the faces on for these players, which is lovely as well. Gives some realism there as well. So, Minta, him and Fatawu. Oh, Fatawu, what are we going to do with you? Keeps getting injured. I do love him. He's a weak... It gives me a weak heart when I look at Fatawu. Yeah, he's like a child that I never had or wanted. Ernest Numar at left wing. Again, fantastic player. He's the only player really that's the value stayed with him. Not going to complain. Great player. We went the whole transfer window this season though without PSG or Bayern trying to snap him away. So Ernest Amar, another season under his belt for FC Northland. Now, En-Nesyri, already gone over him. Him and Ibrahim Adel as our second choice strike partnership. What I love about Adel is you can put him on the bench. He can come into the left wing forward or a striker as well. So very good player. He had good stats last season. 18 and 18. He got injured towards the latter end, as you remember. But 7.61 rating. Fantastic player. Very happy with his second team 11. I've even got a third choice 11, and I'll go through them now. And we have got a third choice 11. Sounds weird. Zaza and Duck both up front. Hannibal on the left wing. Fatu on the right wing. Ben Romdan and Dorgeles. Dorgeles is still here. He's quite happy being a backup for us, and going into the Champions League, he's going to be a good squad player to get the registration numbers up. Clinton Zola, he's improving. Left back, centre back, don't know where his best position is, but very happy with Chancel Zola. Again, he's just a backup. If he gets any more, then brilliant. Baluna and Kande, both as our centre back pairing. Barshland at right back. He's been around for a long time. And Nathaniel Nwosu, we got him in a free a couple of seasons ago. He's now 19. He's not really improving. He can't jump. He'll never play, but at least I can say I've got a third 11. No Champions League games played just yet. That is the next episode. However, we have played 8 games in the league. We've won 6, drawn 2. Chimiti's got 9 goals already. I don't know what else to say. Copenhagen, already 4 points behind us. Just give us the title now. Give us the trophy. Looking at the Champions League, we've got some good, tough games coming up. Is there a way to see just our own fixtures? Let's have a look. Let's get into it. That didn't help. There we go. Our group consists of Galatasaray, Monaco, again, we played them last season. Man City, played them last season. Lazio, played them in the Conference League. FC Köln, Sporting CP, Chimiti's going back home. FC Bayern and Borussia Dortmund. It's a horrible set of fixtures that we got. But anyway, thank you very much for joining me. Just for the transfer special, the start of season kind of lowdown as well. Join me tomorrow. We've got Galatasaray and Monaco. Let's get some episodes under our belt. Drop the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons that you can. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.